The Lord called me to the gospel ministry back in 1985. I can honestly say this is one profession that I was not looking forward to, but I knew it was the Lord that called me. I ran as long as I could, but in August of 1985, I accepted my calling to the gospel ministry, and the Lord enabled me to go through school, and He blessed me in the year 1989 to start pastoring the community vineyard, Missionary Baptist Church, for a short period of time. And once I left there, I went back to school and continued my studies in theology. And I served in St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church for past 23 years. And the Lord was placing it upon my heart to do His will. And how I knew I was ready to start pastoring, I could feel other people's pain. And so therefore, I started looking. But when I started looking on my own, nothing happened. So when I turned it over to the Lord, that's when the Lord sent me over here to Woodline Union, brought a resume over. They called me, I interviewed, I preached 3 or 4 times before they had a election and selected me as the pastor of the Woodline Union Missionary Baptist Church in the year 2008 of September. I'm not going to lie, it's been a struggle. It's been some ups and downs, some trials and tribulation, but through it all, I learned how to lean and depend on God for everything that I do. And one thing about it, I'm trusting God. I'm trusting God to continue to lead, guide, and direct me. It has its, as pastor in this church, it has its moments, but I wouldn't take nothing for the journey. Serving God, people, as a shepherd of this flock. Job as a man of God and as a shepherd over the flock, it is to care about people and to try to reach out in the community to help those brothers that's lost, those who are least and seem to be left out. That's my job and my obligation as a pastor in the black community is to reach out and try to help other people, especially the gangbangers, to try to show them there's a different way in life other than gangbanging.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the ways that I've started is I stayed on the alderman as well as the first deputy in Area 2. It was a 2-year struggle, but I finally got them to put a police camera on the corner of 64th and Eberhard to try to curb some of the gang violence, whatnot. And along with my deacons and trustees, we canvass the neighborhood every second Saturday, passing out flyers. We try to feed the hungry, try to stand out there and talk to the young people as they pass by to let them know there's a better way of life other than hanging on the corners, gang banging, selling drugs.
Yeah.
It's heart-wrenching to see our young black brothers and sisters getting shot down in the streets of Chicago like mad dogs. It's disturbing to me. It breaks my heart to see that they don't have to be in this situation. They don't have to be in the predicament that they're in. Black on black crime, they don't have to do that, and it really grieves my heart to see our young people out here. I try as best I can to steer our young people in the right direction.
That's one.
It's a great feeling to know that my kids can have safe passage back and forth to school, back and forth to church, as well as Bible class on Wednesday night. It's a great feeling. And it's my job as the pastor of the Woodline Union Missionary Baptist Church to really canvass this neighborhood, to try to take this neighborhood by storm by preaching and teaching the Word of God. That's the only thing that's going to turn this community around is the Word of God.
All right. Thank you, Pastor.
All right. I'm the Reverend Donald Pittman, pastor of the Woodlawn Union Missionary Baptist Church, located 6359 South Eberhard. And it's a great joy and a privilege to serve in the Woodlawn community. Bless you.
All right. Thank you.
Salvation to us. Am I right about it? We did not influence God's decision to save us. He saved us according to his plan. Am I right about it? Thus, there is no way to take credit for our salvation or to allow room for our pride here today. The mystery of salvation originated in the timeless mind of God. Long before we existed, Woodlawn Union God, I tell you, he was trying to get us to understand